Hi, today we'll be talking about Ohm's Law. Now what exactly is Ohm's Law? Ohm's Law is the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. The formula is V equals IR, where voltage equals current times resistance. Now I have a little table here set up for Ohm's Law and some things you should know. So you should know voltage, current, resistance, the symbol, which is voltage V, current I, resistance R, the unit measurement, voltage is volts, current is ampere, resistance is ohms, and the unit symbol for the measurement. Volts is in V, amperes is in A, and ohms is in the ohm symbol. And for amperes, most people also call it amps, and it's the short form. Now you can manipulate V equals IR into I equals V over R and R equals V over I to help you solve for whatever you need to. Now remember what an amp is. Now amp is a unit of measurement, but what exactly is amps? 1 amp is 1 coulomb per second, but what's a coulomb? A coulomb is the measure of an electric charge, and it's approximately 6.24 times 10 to the power of 18 electrons. Now this means an amp is an electric charge per second, and the formula for electric charge is current times time. And I have a small table again here. So we've got electric charge, the symbol is Q, the unit of measurement is coulomb, and the unit symbol for that is C. Now I have some questions here that we can go over to help you understand what Ohm's law is. The first question is a 5 amp current passes through a 5 ohm resistor. What voltage does the resistor have? So we'll start off by writing down what we know. We know we have 5 amps, that's our current. We know the resistance is 5 ohms. We also know the formula, V equals IR. Now you can plug in the values and solve. I equals 5, R equals 5, V equals IR, so 5 times 5, 25 volts. Now question 2. There is an outlet with a voltage source of 100 volts. Your phone is connected to the outlet and it's receiving 2 amps. What is the resistance of your phone? Once again, we'll start off by writing what we know. We know voltage is 100 volts. We know current is 2 amps. And we know V equals IR once again. So we'll rearrange to solve for resistance, and that's V over I. And then we'll plug in the values and solve. R equals 100 over 2, which is 50 ohms. Now here's some more questions. So your laptop is connected to an outlet with a voltage of 120 volts. The resistance of the laptop is 50 ohms. What is the current the laptop receives when plugged in? And also, what is the charge after your laptop has been plugged in for 10 minutes? So the voltage is 120 volts. The resistance is 50 ohms. And we also know the formula, V equals IR. So we're going to rearrange that, and we get I equals V over R, so we can solve for our current first. And so we plug in our values and solve. So we get 120 over 50, which is 2.4 amps. Now we know current, so we will solve for the charge next. So we know Q equals current times time. And so we'll plug in our values to solve, as we recently solved for current. So we have 2.4 times 10 minutes, but time is in seconds, so you have to convert that. And 10 minutes is 600 seconds, so you have 2.4 times 600, and that's 1440 coulombs. Now we'll do some questions with circuits. So this should be question 4 and 5. A little mistake, but yeah. So solve for current I. So we'll start off by writing what we know. And before I start this though, I'm going to explain that when you have a circuit, the current starts, how we conventionally do these questions is that you will start your current from the positive. So as you can see, there is a 30 volts and there's a positive sign and a negative sign. So the current will start flowing from the positive and go throughout the circuit. Now, you can start from the negative, but conventionally it's better to start from the positive. Most people do that, and it's a little weird if you start from the negative. There's still nothing wrong with it, and you'll still get the right answer, but conventionally, better to start with positive. So we'll start by writing what we know. We know we have 30 volts. We know the resistance is 6 ohms. And so we know V equals IR. We will rearrange I equals V over R, and we will plug in our values, and we get 5 amps. So the current that goes through this resistor is 5 amps. For question 6, we're going to solve for the voltage V. So we know that the current is 15 amps. We know that the resistance is 5 ohms. And so we know V equals IR. We'll just plug it in, and we know V equals 15 times 5, which is 75 volts. So voltage at that resistor, at that 5 ohm resistor, is 75 volts. Now, more circuit questions. So here we're going to solve for the resistance R. So we know voltage and we know current. Voltage is 30 volts, current is 2 amps, and so we know V equals IR. We'll rearrange for R, which is V over I, and then we'll plug in chug, and we will get 20 over 2, which is 10 ohms. Pretty simple. And now for question 8, which I believe is the last question. So for this question, we are going to solve for resistance R and voltage V. And as you can see, V is actually based off the current. So we're going to start by going off with what we know. We know the current is 50 amps. We know that V is half of the current, so we're going to plug that in and solve for V, which is 25. There should be a volt symbol there, but it's 25 volts. And then we know V equals IR once again, and we will rearrange for R, which is V over I. We'll plug in the V we found over 50 amps, 25 over 50, and that's 0.5 ohms. And that's this question. Now, in this video, so far what we covered what the Ohm's law formula is. We covered the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. Covered what an amp is, and we did some general questions for V equals IR, and we did some circuit questions for V equals IR. Hopefully this video was helpful, and yeah, thank you for watching.